Market makers playing that chop game. Traders getting wrecked, don't trade it the same. Long it, pull back, short it, moon quick. Market makers in the back, laughing. Confirm, breakout. No, now it's reversing. Market makers bait the highs and slice the lows. Paint the picture, then it folds. Fake bull flags, fake bear traps, jumping in late. That bag collapsed. Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful. No trend, just chop. Feeling regretful. Market makers see it stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Retail trying to snipe the top. Market makers cooking, it's getting hot. Revenge trading will break your soul. Fear, greed, envy, you lose control. Jealousy, anger, revenge gets fed. You revenge trade, now in the red.
Don't feel like you have to be in a trade. Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
It's that range game, fake out chains. Market makers profit, traders feel the pain. Candle art ain't what it seems. Chop is a weapon, killing dreams. Chasing that breakout too late, my friend. Market makers denying the sin. Retail trap, caught in that zone. That traders be holding bags, asking for a loan. FOMO hits, traders load that size. Price retraces, no allergies, but watery eyes. Market makers sell the dream by the dip, then the dip keeps dipping. It's a sucker script, adapt to die. That's the motto, no edge in chop, just highs then hollow. Top down scan, zoom out the view. Avoid the noise, wait for the cue.
Don't give up, I know it's hard. Royal flush soon, like playing cards. Markets change, can't trade it the same. Long the uptrend, short the flare.
Feeling fear, feeling greed, angry, mad, want that speed, fast, jealous, why? Trade the flex, revenge got you wrecked, now you second guess.
You gotta breathe and follow the plan. You'll win again if you understand. Don't give up, hold your ground. Set alerts for the trend, wait for the sound.
Whipsaw move, straight disrespectful, no trend, just chop. Feeling regretful, market makers see you stop like X-ray vision. Liquidity hunting, that's their mission. Catch the move, not the hype parade. Stay in the game, that's how legends are made. Market makers playing that chop game. Set a stop loss on every trade. Trade with the trend, or get trapped again.
That's right, guys. We don't want to get trapped. No, thank you. We got BC Port Corp lurking as I drive home in the rain. Going to be live at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Awesome, man. So I don't know if I'm going to go 2 hours. I got stuff I got to do here. But if we do go 2 hours, it would definitely be forwarding to you, BC Port Corp. Here we go in 3, 2, and a 1. A bingo bango, bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time. That's right. To make this money. We do this every single day, Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 4. And then sometimes we run over an hour. I try to limit it to an hour, but sometimes we just start having too much fun, and I do enjoy doing that. All right, so let me go ahead and put it on the background music. If it is too loud, let me know. I believe it was Mark Dutch said yesterday it was too loud, so I turned it down. We'll see. Techman says Trump Pow on script is mineable. Not sure if it's tradable yet. TRMP is the symbol a few weeks ago. Coins FTW. Okay, so we can look at it. We can try. We can see. So if you have any coins, let me know. So this is from Techman. He's wanting TRMP, which is Trump Check it out. Hey, we got Melissa in the house. What's up, Melissa? Appreciate you being here. Yes, indeed. Yes, wonderful, I can't even say the word. Where we make money. We'll just say it like that. All right, very good. Music's good. Okay, awesome. Very good. All right, so let's go and get started, guys. Let us get started. We are looking at crypto bubbles. This is on the daily. We got some movement. Does this mean Bitcoin's going up? We'll find out in just a moment. We have Litecoin up 8.4%. Litecoin, as much as a dinosaur as it is, slow and steady wins the race. So Litecoin is doing nice. We have Pengu doing nice. We have all these coins doing nice. MNT, I don't know what this one is. It might be an old coin. I don't know. Never been on my radar before, but it's up over 21%. Should you enter now? Probably not. It's better to get into coins that haven't moved yet, but this may retrace and then continue taking off. We don't know. That's why it's very important to understand pretty much, fib retracements, fib extensions, strength of the move, favorability gaps, order blocks. I mean, all those things come into play too, but we have M blocking it, but we have M up 30%. Holy moly. As y'all know, I hate coins that have one letter. Get out of here. All right. Here we go for the hour. The hour doesn't look too exciting. We have MNT. Mantle. Mantle is up. And the others are so-so. So maybe this one already retraced and now it's continuing going up. I don't know. But if you have any coins, let me know. Let me know. Let's go and get started, guys. Let's look at the fear and greed index really quick. Let's refresh this one more time. And breaking out the helmet. I love it. I love it. You guys are great. I see here. Crypto 64 on the greed, up 11 points. Holy moly. Holy moly. I want to see it just one more time. One more time and I'll be good. One more time of us being 22, 15, but that'll mean Bitcoin has to dump like 30%. The alts will dump 50, 70%. But just know that we're so close. So if that did happen, oh my gosh, that would be the buying opportunity because we are literally at the end of the very long, deep, dark tunnel that we've been in for many years now. It's surprising. Like time goes by so fast. I remember last bull market when we were going into the bear market. It's like, oh no, we're in the bear market. We got to wait 2 years. Oh, that's forever. And then before you knew it, holy crap, the bear market's done. We're in the bull market, but it didn't really feel like a bull market for the majority of the time. There were some times, don't forget those times. There were some times where it's like, holy smokes, I just entered a coin. It's up 15%. It's going to 30 and 80. Man, those are great times. And we're about to see them again. For a very brief time, in my opinion, we're 8, 9, 10, 11, about 3, maybe 4 months. So this is why I've been preaching to my group and also here. Trading right now is difficult. I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult. Do we win? Sure. Do we lose? Of course, because the market is changing. It's doing the chop. And right now we're only risking, I'm preaching to risk 1%. So that when the trading does get really, really good, we can trade with higher percentage risk management, risking 3% or 5% of our portfolio. And now we make money versus trading in the chop, trading when the market's not so great. With 5%, you wreck your account quick too. So I try to protect my people as much as possible. If you want to join my group, it's over here. This is what it is right here. We do have a monthly, but if you do the annually, you save a lot of money. It's like 34% or some crazy. You save a lot of money. So do the annually, plus you get an also month for free. And then if you do the lifetime membership, well then, there you go. Save a lot of money all the time. I'll give you the exact prices when you enter. A lot of thought process videos on updates on the current entries, plus coins I'm kind of looking at. The market especially, If you don't have money for this, it's okay. You can learn here for free. You don't need my group to learn how to trade. You learn faster, yes, but you don't need my group. Everybody else, you need their group so that you could learn their secrets. Here, I give you all my secrets. And for me, that speaks, in my opinion, volumes, because the people that are in my group, they're not in it to learn how to trade. They're in, and I have really great traders in my group, really great. But they're in the group so they can leverage their time, because I'm in the chart almost all day. And updating the group, like, we have the alts coming down more percentage-wise than Bitcoin. Time to watch out. I'll give you a heads up. Hey, we got Road Dog in the house. What's up, Road Dog? Appreciate you, man, for being here. Appreciate you greatly. ETFs changing the landscape, 100%. Yeah, we were just talking about that. Yeah, it's crazy. No wonder I get wrecked. I go all in, like, oh my gosh. Don't do it. See here. Dude, you are the secret. Yeah, so for me personally, and just like with Road Dog too, like, what we do is we give out information on how to trade for free. We don't want to get rich and become millionaires off of the people that are trying to learn, because all this stuff is out there for free. It really is. You just got to know what to look for. Now, of course, we've already done that research and everything else, but I'm telling Road Dog, like, you got to charge, man. Like, you really do, for special stuff, but like, just to learn how to trade, in my opinion, I'm really surprised with the amount of people I have, because again, some of them are new and some of them seasoned traders, and I mean seasoned traders, and they're in the group. And it's a good feeling that all my people aren't like new, that they don't know the difference between a good mentor and a bad mentor. I do. I've had some bad mentors. I've had mentors that only taught me how to trade the bull market, which is super easy. Oh my God. But never warned me about the reversal or the possible, watch out, things are looking different. They never taught me that stuff. I had to learn it very painfully and very expensive. Man, was it expensive. So here, whenever I teach and whenever I mentor, I make sure, because I don't want you to go through that same experience. And if you are, hopefully it's not as bad. But this is why I teach level by level. Oh, we broke a level. Okay, watch out. We may continue coming down, or it could be just a reversal. We don't know. Breaks another level. Okay, now pretty good chance that we're going to do a lower high. And then when we do that lower high and we break that next level, okay, let's short, because now it's safer. Could we have shorted the very first break? Sure, of course, but it's just higher risk. And it just depends on your risk management and your risk tolerance. And that's why, because everybody's different. And I hate keep on talking about my group, but in my group, like, I know people are different. So when I do setups, here's an aggressive entry with the yellow circle. Here's a safer entry with the white circle. So if you're not an aggressive trader, you're not going to enter on the bottom. You're going to enter when it's safer. But yeah. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Oh, before I do that, let me bring this here to here, and let's go. And if you're not subscribed to my buddy Road Dog, definitely subscribe. He is different, and I love him for it. Not different like, short bus different, but different like looks at things differently sometimes, does things differently than I do, and that's the benefit of watching all these other traders, because my way is not the only way. My way's my way. I've looked at all these other traders. I've looked and I've done my research and I've done my own personal trading, and the more trading you do, the more experience you have. The more experience you have, the more you see how some things work and some things don't. And but I do recommend Road Dog, hands down. He's down to earth. He not only tells you about the wins, but he tells you about the losses. To me, you gain mad respect for me when you do that, because you're not trying to sell a fantasy. All these people out here, the groups, They're all millionaires, guys, all of them, because they're making money off of people who want to learn how to trade. Oh, here's this and this, here's a secret sauce, or here's my, certain things that I do, but it's not this easy. Join my group and I'll break it down for you. Oh, okay. Let me have you buy another Rolex or another house or another whatever. Here, what we're doing is we're giving you the information for free. And then, well, for me anyway, if you like your results, if you want more of me, join the group. There you go. All right, that's the last one. Maybe not. Let's see here. Yeah, I like that song. I haven't heard that in a long time. Same thing with what's it about hustling? Oh, what's the song about hustling? I'm a hustler, or I can hear the beat in my head. I just didn't get the words. But yes, every day. Oh, every day I'm hustling. There it is. Let's see here. BC Borgor says, you said 100% capital at under 50x. Got it. No. That's funny. Dutchy in the house. What's up, Dutchy? Oh my gosh. Music is a bit too loud, Joe. Dude, it's down from the last time. I think you need to take off your headphones. That's what I think. Let me know, guys. Let me know. Is the music too loud? Put Joe, music too loud. Or is it okay? Joe, music okay. Let me know in the chat. I think Dutchy, turn down your hearing aid. I think that's what it is. Turn it down. You got it the opposite way. Turn it down. Let's see here. Going down the list. Okay. Short bus different. But dude, I love this guy. Of course, he has. You'll see it. I love this dude. I go for him more for entertainment. And now there are things that I'll pick up as like, oh wow, I did not see that. He might do a trend line or a resistance level, or maybe even a pattern or something. As like, okay. Or maybe I didn't zoom out that far to see a certain thing. It's like, and that's why I like doing that. Same thing with him. Same thing with Porky Flounders. I really like this guy too. Same thing with me, Damien. Like all these guys. Let me put this one in here. Put something. And then we're gonna get to so got Trade Fly. We got Meet Damien. Got BC Poor Corp right here. So here's Meet Damien. BC Poor Corp, another great one. He's in the show right now. Very smart dude. Man, I wish I was that smart. I really do. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But we're all special in our own ways. All special. All right, go on. Let's see here. I got my headphones. The bass is a lot. Yes. It's designed that way. I wanted heavy bass. Music, okay. It's good. And good morning. Yeah. Good morning to you. Good morning. For me, music is good. Okay. See here. I'm the only person on my short bus. I'm awesome. Rolex is a poor man's idea of expensive watch. Talk to me when you got a, I'm guessing, I can't even say. Here, the flea virus says, you will get all a copy of my bot orchid when it's done, because Joe is hope for a win. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to say thank you, and I appreciate it. All right, going down the list. Okay, Techman, mine is Technical Education Comedy Channel. Oh yeah, Techman. So, Techman. I have too many. I probably passed it. DC Adventures, the virus here. Techman. Copy, sub. Do I have the notifications on? All. Okay. I had no friends in school, so learning was my friend. Hey, there you go. Action. All right, so let's go ahead and get on with the show. So right now we're looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin and then zoomed out, just kind of zooming out. Zooming out, this is on the daily time frame. And what can we see? Let's just hide everything. Let's hide the moving averages as well. Let's go to a higher time frame, weekly. Man, we've come a long way, guys. Look at that. We've come a long way. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. We've come a long way from here. 65. Would you call it 66? And now we're at 114. We'll call it 115. Man, that's a nice jump. And what I didn't do this bear market, which my buddies were, but you know, Joe, are you buying? No, they were asking me here. Joe, are you buying the dip? Are you buying the bear market? No, man, I'm gonna wait. Joe, are you buying? No, I'm gonna wait. Joe, are you buying? No, I'm gonna wait. Joe, are you buying? No, I'm gonna wait. Then they stopped asking. And man, can you imagine? 23. Oh my gosh. 23. 23.8. And I was here. I was in crypto here. And I wasn't buying. Shoulda, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh, that hurt. However, we get another chance. We get another chance in about another year. So what I'm gonna do after, you know, we reach our all-time high, whether it's, you know, 150, 170, whatever, 200, I doubt it, but you know, it's possible, anything's possible. But the you know, once we finally create our higher high, I mean, heck, this might be it, who knows? But once we do that and we start coming down, we start breaking the lows, this right here, you know, once we start breaking this one, and you know, do I think if anything, we might come into this zone, but it just depends on how high up we go, depending on how far down we're going to come, in my opinion. But for that, at least year, you know, where it starts coming down and, you know, we're not breaking highs. And as weeks go on, we're going to notice it on the daily. Like, wait a minute, we're not breaking any highs. You know, here we're coming down. Oh, we broke a high, good. Oh, no, now we got to break this high. We don't want to break this low. The more of we don't want to break the lows that happen, the closer we are to realizing, wait a minute, I think this is it. Then it breaks this high. Okay, good. We're still in this range. It breaks a low. Oh, crap. Now what we're doing is we're waiting for a break of a high. Didn't break. Nope. This high didn't break. Nope. Then we break the high. Okay, now that we broke the high, we don't want to break the low. This is my trading, guys. This is it right here. Secret sauce. You don't need to buy a boot camp. You don't need to do any. This is right. It'll keep on going down until it stops and goes up. It'll keep on going down. It'll keep on going up. We don't want to break this low. We want to break this high. We break the high. We still want to break this low. Then it says coming up. Okay, I don't want to break this. It keeps on coming up. Okay, now I don't want to break this. But we could, because there's really not this. Now I definitely don't want to break. I want to break this. We break this. Okay, cool. And we keep on doing it. So the very first one that we don't want to break now is this one right here. We don't want to break 100. We can travel anywhere in here and still be bullish. This is for me, the strength of the move, but people might know it as a market structure, but you don't want to break this low. This is a strong low because, well, the job of the low is to take out the high, and it did. You know, it took this high, boom. So because of this, I don't want this to break. Now, if it breaks and it comes down, well, now what I'm doing is I'm waiting for the break of the high to enter so that we can long it. But if we continue breaking the lows, well, then we keep on shorting until we break a high. It's basically, it's literally that easy. Now, granted, I don't want to say trading is easy, but that was without indicators, without divergence, without anything. Because all of the things that other traders think of for their thought process determines if it breaks this level. Let's just say you have bullish divergence. Does your bullish divergence matter if price goes up, then down, then lower high, lower low, lower high, lower? Does it even matter? Nope, it doesn't. Because it needs to break this high. Could we buy right now? Sure. With the anticipation of it breaking this high? Sure. But if I have bullish divergence, which do I even have? I'm pretty sure I do. I think on all the dailies, we have a low, lower low. Oh no, wait. Nope. Oh no. Look, we have this right here. That little green thing messed it up. Never mind. But there's a lot of coins on the daily that have bullish divergence. Why? Why are they going to go up? Potentially. Because they've gone down. Again, what I do is I just simplify everything. Simplify. All right. For some reason, I'm thinking I'm saying simplify, but I'm saying simplify. Techman says, not making money is good for something though. Just tightening my belt. There you go. And you don't have, and I tell this all the time too, like especially in my group, you don't have to be in a trade all the time. And there are days when we don't post any charts. I'm not on vacation. I'm still updating the group, still updating with about Bitcoin and the market and everything else. But it's too choppy. It's too risky. Could we enter a trade right now? Sure, of course, but it's just too risky. Let's be patient. Let's wait. See here, Dylan says, know that you don't check the divergence too much, but should we be careful with the bearish divs being printed on the weekly levels on Bitcoin? So weekly bearish divs. Okay. Very nice. Very nice. Now for me, what I do, and I did notice this a couple weeks ago when it first started happening here. So here we have a high, higher high. Here we have a, oh no, wait. Oh no, I noticed it here for the bearish dip. So let me just show you this. Let me show you this. So I thought it was, man, my days get mixed up. But here we have a high and a higher high. Okay. No, that's not it either. So this one, I'm not going to zoom in because I get confused. Okay, I'll zoom in. Oh, you can't see it. So here we have a high and a lower high. Okay. We have a high and a higher high. So this right here is divergence. Now the divergence brought us down. Okay. Now my thought process, again, bringing it back to the simplicity of trading, what goes up will come down. It can't go up forever. What goes up will come down. What goes up will come down. Now, depending on how far it goes down, depends on the people. Is there maybe support? Are there buying? Are there buy orders? So here we did come down. This was bearish divergence. Right now, I don't see bearish divergence. High and a higher high. High and a higher high. So I don't see bearish divergence, but we had it here though. So how much did we come down from the very top to the very bottom? 12%. That's significant. It really is. But once again, we cannot go up only. And especially if we have a impulsive move, you are going to have divergence. Going to. You don't believe me? Check any impulsive move. And 9 times out of 10, there's divergence. I don't see divergence in the weekly though. Let's see here. We got Lunar Beaches in the house. What's up, Lunar Beaches? What's up, my friend? Let's see here. Is this one? Lunar Beaches. Lunar Beaches is back on his show now, or back on his channel. So if y'all don't know, Really great stream last night. Really great stream. So let's go and put on this. Great music too. So there's his channel. Everybody, of course, subscribe to him, follow him, all that fun stuff. Make sure the notification bell's on with all. That really does. That way you're notified when he goes live. Let's see here, going to the list. It reminds me of a slot machine. Gives you just enough happiness before it rips. Yep, true. I'm in a scalp short on what, Bitcoin? Are you doing Bitcoin scalp short? So 3 minutes. Oh wait, let's do this one. Because this one I have. Let's see here. Up, down, up, down. Okay, up. I like it. Because here we had our move up. We had a retracement. I would like to have seen it go to the 50% mark, but it went just past the 618. Came up, tried to break above the, well, it broke above the 50% mark, only to reverse. And then here was our decision point for strength, right here. I went a little bit lower, came up, but couldn't do it, came back down, broke this level. So now it's showing weakness. For me personally, I would have loved for it to come right here and here reverse. Here reverse to break this level. It would show me that it's really strong to the downside. But since it went up, broke this level to come up here, now what I'm looking at is, once again, I do like it because, you know, we had this pullback and this, but this is what I'm looking at right now. If I were to do a short right now, and again, just a scalp, this would be my stop loss, my target. I don't know if me personally, if I'm going to take this or not. I'm in a long right now. This will be my first target, and this will be my second target. Joe, we don't know where they're at. Okay, fine. So let's just do Alt J, Alt J, Alt J. Joe, there's too many. Okay. Oh, it almost got to my first target from our long. But you can see my hair. Let me move that. Nope. Let me change it. Do that. So this target. I mean, stop loss, target. If I was going to short. Now I'm looking at this. This is my decision point area. From here to here. This is going to tell me if, you know, maybe we're bouncing here. I don't know. But if we're going to come up. Right now, it does look weak. This is what I'm looking at. Something like this. To me, it's too risky to take this short, though. Because it could easily do this. Come down here and start doing it. So to me, it's too risky for a short. Oh, here was our entry yesterday. Here was our entry. I wasn't logged in. So once the show was finished, which was like in 10, 15 minutes, I was able to get in the trade, which was perfect because now I'm down here. So my stop loss was like this, saved 0.1%. And this is what I'm thinking might happen. And right now we're doing good. We started losing strength and momentum. Come down. Then here's looking weaker. And then boom, explosion. Coming down. Yeah, for me, Joe, you're only looking at it because it's going up. No, I don't do that. Like here would be my decision point if I was going to do it. Because right now it's just too risky. Now I would have shorted here and I would have gotten stopped out. because I'm planning for this to happen, where it comes down and it does this. So here, the break of this one, I would have entered a short, and then I wanted to come down here, but since it didn't come down here, my stop loss is here, and I see it going up. What I'm doing is now I'm getting my stop, and I'm just getting stopped. Then it broke this, so I'm thinking it's going to come down to here, and then now, you know, is it going to attack this, or roll over? And this would be a higher, this would be a more aggressive trade. This would have a yellow circle for a short, and the white circle would be down here, the break of this. Let's see here. CCM got a bounce. Oh, okay, awesome, man. Thank you, appreciate you greatly. Thank you for the show, and of course, I was wearing my CCM cap today earlier. Here, what goes down must go up. Yep, what goes up must come down. As long as the legitimate project, that's true. That's what I say all the time. You know, what goes up will come down. It's guaranteed. It cannot go up all the time. What goes down will come up. Guaranteed. It won't go down all the time unless it's a rug pull. Yeah. Here, going down the list. Yeah, unless it's a rug pull. Here. Yep, very true. Hey, we got Meet Damien. Meet Damien in the house. Of course, I put in Meet Damien's YouTube channel. He's another YouTuber that I watch. Really like his thought process when it comes to the markets, the overall thought process. One thing with him that I really like is whenever you ask him for a coin, crypto, or stock, he always zooms out. He does the top-down analysis. And you don't want to, you know, hey, what do you think about this coin? For example, you know, Pro. And I show you the 5-minute time frame, and then I go down to the 1 minute and then tell you to trade. No, you gotta go to the daily, the 4 hour, you know, at least higher time frame. But very, very nice. Did I miss any? Did I miss? Here, what did I miss in the news today? No idea. I don't really watch the news or pay attention to it so much right now. Just because there's chop, and they could bring it up just to bring it down. But I try my best to watch Army Piper. But man, I'm gonna admit, the past few weeks, I'd say maybe a month now, and I'm gonna blame it on my moving. That it's been here. Let me take this, or let me do an X. That I haven't been watching Piper like I tried to. Just don't wake up. I don't set my alarm. I wake up when I'm done sleeping. So sometimes, like, I'll miss CCM show because I'm sleeping. I don't set my alarm. I don't have an alarm on my phone. The only alarms on my phone are for the crypto. You know, check in 2 hours. Alarm. But for me, I go to bed when I'm tired, and I wake up when I'm done. That's right. Here. Going down the list. Okay. Oh, so Lunar Beaches Crypto, he goes live at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But again, make sure to have that notification bell on because he may go early or he may go later. So always have that notification bell on. And he also has a Discord too. So join his Discord. If there's any admins in here that have that information, please put it in the chat. But yeah, pretty much everybody has a Discord. I have a Discord too. I don't use it as much. I need to start. Oh, I would have got stopped out. But I didn't enter the trade. I needed to come down here. Now, you might say, Joe, no, you're trading in hindsight. You're a fraud. You're a failure. You're a whatever. You said to enter. I said, no, if I were to enter, this is what I would do. But now I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, it's like, oh, well, I think I gotta wait. I gotta wait to do this. Now, could I short now? You can short anytime you want. Oh, we got a double top or whatever. I mean, you could do that. But like for me, I need the break of the low. This is when I would have been stopped out. Like if I would have entered, this is when I would have entered. And I'm expecting this to add here. But I would have been stopped out. For this one, I couldn't have entered unless it broke this zone or this level. Then I could have entered, but I would have definitely added more here. But yeah, definitely join his Discord. Same thing with me, Damien. He has a Discord. Everybody has Discord. I think VC Corp. I'm not sure. Here, going to the list. Shorted from 5 minutes. Fair value gap. Okay. 5 minutes. Probably here. Maybe. Possible. Okay. Degenning on a small time frame. Yeah. And that's how you do it, man. Like when you're scalping, man, you got to be a degen. So for me, I trade on the 3 minute time frame. I used to do the 1, but now I do the 3 minute. So I'll do the 3 minute time frame. Of course, knowing what now whenever I'm scalping, I don't care what the daily looks like or the 4 hour. I don't care about that because I'm only going to be in it for a short period of time. So the highest that I go when I'm scalping is the 1 hour because I don't care about what's going to happen later. I do the 1 hour, then 15 minute, then 5 minute maybe, but the 3 minutes when I am. But I'm only looking to be in it for a short period of time. And if it continues going, well then great. Gotta be that DJ. Bitcoin is up only if you look at yearly. True. And I wish, man, so many things I did. I don't want to say wrong, but I could have done better. If only though, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. If I was only in Bitcoin 80% and dabbled with the alts 20%, I would be up so much. Instead, I was in 99% alts, so I can get rich quick. Oh, look at these coins, 10x, 20x, 50x, blah blah. Putting in some money, and all of them are down. I haven't even checked them. But I'm assuming 70, 80% easy. And my Bitcoin, my last entry on Bitcoin was on the dip we had back in back here. No, that's June. April. This. Here was the last time I bought. But just imagine, and I was waiting for this dip too. Just imagine if we would have just been buying here, and just holding it. I mean, right now I'm up, I think like 50% or some crazy number. And if I was only in 80% of my portfolio, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But now, next season, as I mentioned, once we go into the bear market, I'm going to be holding 80% of my portfolio, just saving it. I'll be trading with 20% and saving every week, every month, just save for about a year and a half. Then when we're doing this number again, this number right here, now I'm going to start DCAing. I'll start DCAing. And let's just say I only save, let's do a low number, like crazy low. 5-10 grand. Let's say that's all it's saved. Well, guess what? That's going to turn into a whole bunch, hopefully, in another 4 or 5 years. But it's slow and steady wins the race, guys. That's the moral of the story. Slow and steady wins. Oh yeah, this is me saying that I was trying to enter, but I couldn't. So that's what that is. I had to log in. Oh yeah. It's moving. Let's hit our first target. From yesterday. I almost said it's good time. Okay, moving on. Here. I wouldn't consider it degen. Hello. Yeah, to me, it's just trading. Degen is what Road Dogg loves to do. And he'll get into degen play. If you're a degen or want to be a degen, definitely check out Road Dogg. Like, he loves these degen plays where they're very, to me, horrible. Oh my gosh, horrible. But if you have an extra $20 or $100 to throw into a coin, heck, it's only $20 or $100, and that could potentially make you several hundred, if not several $1,000s. So Road Dogg, he's like the person you definitely want to watch. There's sometimes they'll give me a coin and I'll look at it and be like, nope, trash. It's like, but now that the market is changing, I'm not sure if y'all have caught that. I no longer say that it's trash. I'll say, yeah, you could enter it now if you believe in the project. It's not blah, blah, here are your targets, because we're getting closer to potentially everything going up for a few months. Moving on. This is what I would have liked to have seen here. I would have liked to have seen come down here. This is still bullish. It would have been like this now since it went up a little bit more. But this would have been bullish, but it's just maintaining this support. And this is why it's important to identify these trend lines. Granted, this is not a spider line. It's not a blood line. This is a trend line. I don't make up different names so I can sell you something. This is a trend line. Give you a heads up. I love Crypto Face. I think he is the most comedic person in the crypto space. Road Dogg second. But for me, this is a trend line. But Joe, no, I'm not gonna do it. These are spider lines. Are they really? Or are they just trend lines? Don't reinvent the wheel. Don't reinvent the wheel. Man, look at that perfect cut. Good Lord. Anyway, moving on. Hey, you 50-minute chart. Very nice. Let's see here. I usually stick on the daily time frame when people request coins because I believe the majority of the viewers are long-term investors. Very nice, unless they ask me for a smaller time frame. For me personally, I love it. I love it that you're on larger time frames. I really do, because you give them the bigger picture. You know, you're not giving all this up and down stuff. Let's see here. Or if I see something on the chart that I want to zoom in, yep. But use a short, womp womp, and the rest, yeah. And we lose. You know, there's times where we win and times where we lose. And see, here's another thing too. Lunar Beaches Crypto, I'm looking for the excuse. I don't read an excuse. Let me see if Lunar Beaches Crypto did an excuse. See here, it's coming for equal high on the 5 minute. Should have known. No, it would have only have gone and did a coming up for that for the equal high. You know, so it would. So in my opinion, you know, it just went up. Nothing wrong with it going up. Now, it doesn't mean that, oh, it went up to create a higher high or an equal high. No, it just happened to do that after the fact. Because right now, it's, if we would have done a lower high, then it would have been good for me because we would have broken this low. But since we broke the higher high, but like I said, I would have entered a short here. With the break of this, I would have entered the short and I would have been stopped out. We that's what happens. We get stopped out, you know, but saying that, you know, oh, well, I should have known because it was going to, we don't know that till after the fact. For me, I would have entered here and I would have been stopped out. Then I would have had to wait. You know, if it breaks this, now I'm going to enter a long. If it breaks this, now I'm entering a long. Hopefully, we break this level. But then if we break this, oh crap, level 1. Well then now, if it breaks level 2, okay, let me go to short. Now granted, this is kind of flipping and flopping, but you kind of want to see the bigger picture. You know, could it be retracing now? Well, this could be the start of the potential retrace. So I mean, there's a whole bunch of things that we can talk about. Let's see here, go into the list. Here, Bitcoin is a long-term play for me. Yep. Let's see here. When do you plan to do the house tour of your new mansion? No house tour, but it's huge. It's much larger than the place I'm in, which is much larger than the place I was from. You know, for me, I am very happy and content with the bare minimum. And when you live your life with the bare minimum, like, you appreciate all the extras. So when I was in my apartment, it was a 1-bedroom little apartment. I loved it. It was only me. Absolutely loved it. And then I moved to this place, which is a mobile home, lots of room. And I had so much room that I told my cousin to stop paying storage and just put all of his stuff, all of his pews and ammo and everything in the spare room. So I'm saving him money. And now I'm moving to this other place that's, man, like 3 times as big as this place. I'm literally only going to be using less than a third of that new place. I already have one room for my cousin, all his junk. I have one room with all the stuff that was on the property. I have another room with same thing, stuff that was from that property. But I'm very blessed. And when you live that mentality, that lifestyle, 1, be humble, 2, do for others. And man, I'm guessing all the stuff that I've done for others is like coming back in waves right now. But yeah, crypto millionaire. No, if I had a course to sell you, if I had, join my group to learn how to trade, I'm pretty sure I'd be a millionaire much faster. But no millionaire here. See here, give me a hit daily, 4 hour, 1 hour for viewers, depending on the amount. Yeah, it's coming. Okay, we read that one. BC Corp says nope, don't have a Discord. I used to. Okay, dude, I'm telling you, man. I wish I listened to you and just see at that time though. Well, no. I don't know, man. I was too busy having fun. I was too busy living the dream. And this is when I was pretty much promised to be a millionaire with my ex-boss. So I wasn't even thinking about it. I was like, man, I'm just gonna enjoy life right now. I'm gonna party, have a great time, this and that. And then sure enough, well, stuff happened. Yeah, man, there's so many Discords out there. It's like trying to choose the right. Yeah, true. Very true. Very true. Now, for me personally, I wish that all these people didn't have something to sell, but they all do. And for me, there's nothing wrong with selling stuff, because what you're doing is you're buying their experience. Their experience is their time in the market. So for me personally, I don't see anything wrong with people charging for what they're doing. However, if they weren't charging, but Joe, you charge? No, I don't. Not to learn how to trade, to get updates and everything else. Yeah, sure. If you want that, join my group. But just, I wish that everybody didn't have something to sell, because then we could all be in one unified group to where everybody, because we're all the same friends, we would all be able to talk and communicate in one platform versus, Tradefly has one, Alexo Crypto has one, then you have all these others that have one, that have one, that have one, that have one. And some of these guys, they're doing it for free. But, they can't be in other groups, because then there's a conflict of interest. Oh, well, now I'm doing a group now, and I'm going to take all of those people, But, yeah, I just wish they didn't have anything to sell. Like for me, if you want access to me, join my group. Here, I show you how to trade. Let's see here. Going down the list. That's the sideways laundering unicorn pattern. I knew it. Oh, and I actually drew a unicorn pattern. Where was it? I don't remember where it was. Was it this one? Oh, we got stopped. No, it wasn't. Stop it up. Pro. Here, we talked about this one yesterday. No, 2 days ago. In reference to entering on the 2nd, which was here, because of the way it's looking and the strength that it's doing. Enter now. Have a lower entry down here. And this was our other entry, our aggressive entry from last month. And that one moved really nicely. Then once it breaks this level, again, level by level, guys, you know, we expect it to pull back. Hopefully it bounces here. We don't know. Sure enough, it bounced. We don't know. So here's the thing too. I do not know what's going to happen. I don't. I'll tell you straight out. Joel, if I join your group and I know what's going to happen. No, I don't know what's going to happen. All I have is probabilities. The people who say they know what's going to happen, all they have is a sales pitch. Buy my course, buy my boot camp, buy this, buy that. I don't know what's going to happen. But here, I'm showing what I think might happen and what I would have liked to have happened at this moment. But since it went up a little bit higher, well, now this comes up a little bit more. But this is what I do, and all this, it's kind of like muscle memory in a sense, because I've looked at these charts. Like, I'm literally in these charts almost all day, guys. Like, I don't go out, I don't party. I'm looking at these charts all day. This is how I make money. They're like, can I trade? Can I do some scalp trading right now? Boom, boom, boom. Can I post it in my group? You know, all this is what I do. And you just kind of like, okay, well, the last 1,000 or hundreds of thousands of times where I've seen this happen, where it looks like it could have come down a little bit further, but here it came down just past the 3. Well, let me just show you. Cool. Here. Okay. So here, low to high. I thought it barely passed the 382, but it didn't. It went right on the 382. And the more times you're doing this, the more that you'll see. Before, these pullbacks used to go to the 0.5 on average. Then it changed. I'd say about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, possibly, where the average was the 382. So what I did in my group, because I'm always looking at these things, I said, hey guys, you know, before it would, you know, come down to here, minimum. Now it's coming down to here, minimum. So when we're expecting the pullback, this is what we're expecting. And again, they would not have known that unless they were in these charts all the time, or unless they just, hey, you know, let me do one here, one here, one here. But this is what I'm doing, guys. Like I'm in these charts. But yeah, 382. This is the minimum that I want to see happen. This is what I would like to see happen. I really don't want it breaking below this, because this is the danger zone where it could reverse. Here went right to 382. Boom, came up, broke the level, even better. Here we could potentially enter with the anticipation. Now notice my phrase, notice my terminology. I don't say, oh yes, definitely, we want to enter right here because it touched the 382 and this is how I trade, and join my group. There's a boot camp on bib levels. I will show you how to do this, and look, we're up already. Join my group today. I don't do that. What I do is, this is what I'm expecting the minimum to be. Could it bounce with 236? Sure. If the market is completely crazy bullish, yes. However, it's not. So I'm looking for here. Could we enter, like, let's say we saw it right here. Could we enter here? Sure. With the thought process. Now, granted, I already know it went up. With the thought process that it could continue down, because we don't know what's going to happen. But Joe, I have bullish divergence. Oh yeah? Well, your bullish divergence could mean that the price, Joe, you're getting heated. The price only goes up to here to meet this level to come down. And guess what? Your bullish divergence just played out. I don't look at that stuff. I look at levels. If it breaks this level, great. But Joe, it had bullish divergence. I told you it was going to go up. Well, good for you. This could have also been your bullish divergence to where it got stopped at this level. This is why I trade level by level. And I will continue to trade level by level until it fails me, but it doesn't. Now, granted, you know, could it break this level and then trick me and go up? Sure. Of course, that's why I lose, but it's not because of the levels, it's because of the people. The people are trading, the market makers and everything else. So just to give you a heads up, do I win all my trades? Nope. No. We're at the mercy of the price action. And we would think that maybe the price would come down in here. And then if it starts doing this, and if it breaks this level, we're in. Because now it's showing strength. I'm all about the strength of the move. All right, moving on. If you have any coins, guys, let me know. If you have any coins, let me know. If not, we're going to do Techman's TRMT, and then that will be the show. Let's see here. I watch a lot of Mitch Ray. I've heard of him before. One of my good buddies told me about him. I may have watched him, maybe. I don't know. But his name has come up at least 4 times from different people over the years, and I model my streams on what he did with his viewers, but of course with my own flavor and style. Very nice. No excuse. Just didn't go my way. That's what happened. Sometimes it doesn't go. Like, for example, here, we could have, let's just say we entered here. Let's say we entered here. Very nice. Came back, did a very beautiful retest on this move up. Great. It comes up. We add here. And then let's just say, for example, it does this. Boom. For no reason. Our setup was good. This could have been a possible bounce. But it is what it is. Nobody knows what's going to happen. The market makers do. The Tech Man says, I'm starting a business in January. Shameless plug. Look forward to working with y'all. What business? Let us know. And for me, one thing that I do is I love promoting everybody. I just wish I had more people viewing. But if you're watching the replay, put hashtag replay in the comments. If you're here live, definitely, you know, hopefully you can watch this again and put, you know, I watched it live. But once this video is done. But one thing that I do is, for me, if you have a group, I will still recommend your channel. Because 1, you know, you can have multiple groups. 2, you can have multiple people that you watch. And 3, maybe the stuff that I do isn't working for you. I don't see why it wouldn't, but let's just say it doesn't. And they are more linguistic. They're a master with their speech. How they'll say 4 or 5 things, and one of them is going to be right. And then when they are right, they continue just drill it in your head. You know, we were right, join my group. And so you get brainwashed into thinking, oh, well, they obviously know what's going on. And then you join the group. That's fine with me. Eventually you'll learn, be like, oh man, like they post a lot, or they're like saying, you know, enter here. But if it comes down, enter here. But if it comes down, enter here. But if it comes all the way down, well, then enter here. Well, that's not a setup. Anybody can do this. Anybody can do this. No. When I give you an entry, I give you an entry. Enter now, or wait for this to happen. But this must happen in this particular order for you to enter the trade. Very specific. So when I give my entries, magic just went off. When I give you my entries, they're very specific. I don't think there's any possible way you can misinterpret my entries. Everybody else's that I've seen, you can misinterpret. Almost everybody. All right. Let us just really quick look at magic. Holy smokes. Would I enter this trade? Nope. Sure wouldn't. Look at that. We're looking at way over here. Way over here. Look at all this that it dumped. This is why I do what I do. Set your alerts. because we were expecting it to come up here. Boom, boom. Did it? Came down. We could have done an alert down here, but we didn't. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. And then it just did a whole bunch of nothing, and then boop. Would I enter? Nope, it wouldn't. Okay. The Lunar Beaches says, my Discord is free. Lunar Beaches crypto is free. Very nice. Here. Yo, so Techman, what is your business? Man, I'm really late on this chat. I'm 13 minutes late. Holy smokes, let me catch up. I'm never this late. Oh man, broken hip. Good Lord, it's that bad. I didn't know it was that bad. Jeez. Sounds like P.I. Joe's Airbnb. Yes. Okay. David says, too much time, drain, and noise. I don't do Telegram or Discord anymore. Can barely keep up with all the YouTubes. I watch them 2x speed. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Now, for me, what I do, and I get it, you know, there's a lot of groups, and if Discord had this one feature, I would be on Discord all the time. But in Telegram, you can actually create folders. So as soon as somebody joins my group, I have a video to show them how to create folders, and not only that, protect themselves on Telegram, but I have a video showing them how to create a folder, so when that folder lights up, you know it's a setup. Or when that folder lights up, you know it's a degen setup. Or if the folder lights up, you know it's just the VIP chat talking. So you can actually get the groups and put them in a folder and have everything super organized, so when it lights up, boom, you know what it is. Versus Discord, you have this group, this group, this group, this group, this group, this group, and then they all have a whole bunch of numbers on it. You got to click on the group, then to go to, you know, maybe the chat place that you're going in there, and then scroll all the way to see all, because you missed like so many, too much. But if Discord had where I can get one chat from a group and put it in a folder, get another chat from another group, put it in a folder, so when this folder lights up, then I can say, oh, or not even in a folder, maybe just individual. But folder would be good. Anyway, moving on. Let's see, hold on. Okay. Okay. Lunar Beaches Crypto says, in hindsight, I would not have taken that trade because of the equal highs and the bounce off New York Midnight Open. Okay. All right. So for me personally, I love you, LBC. I love you. But I'm saying this with love. This sounds like an excuse. For me, I don't like excuses. I like reasons. I entered this trade because of this, and this. Got it. Excuses are, well, I lost the trade because of this. No. Being a hindsight hustler is really easy. Being a replay millionaire is really easy. Doing something like this takes skill. You know, does it happen all the time? No. But this is my thought process when it comes to trade. Does it mean that I'm right all the time? No. And the reason I'm not right is because, well, it just people bought when they should have been selling, or I thought they were going to sell. And this is love. This is not me putting you down or nothing like that. This is love. Take it with a grain of salt if you like, but this is me. So my mentor would always say, you know, getting you in a friendly headlock, blah, blah, blah. No, me, you see this fist right here? You see this right here? This is me punching you in your shoulder, saying, don't give excuses, give reasons. I entered the trade because of this. It just reversed. You know, the reason I entered was because I thought it was going to go down. I didn't enter a short because I thought it was going to go up. I entered because I thought it was going to go down. So for me, I am not a replay millionaire or a hindsight hustler. If I lose, I lose. Like I said right here, I would have entered this. To me, perfect. Enter a short. Hopefully we come all the way down here and maybe even lose the levels. I don't know. But here I would have entered. And this is why I always teach in the moment of the trade, regardless if I win or lose. But I would have entered here looking for this, and it started to do it and then add here. But it came up, broke this. Once it broke this, like, oh crap. Let me get my stop loss and start moving it down. Maybe down here. Oop, that's stop. Okay. Now it broke this level. Okay, let's see if it's gonna roll over. But then it broke this level. Okay, let's enter along. Enter along. We're still being bullish. Right here was a chance of us to start the bearishness, but now it's coming up. Okay. But right now, to me, it's bullish. But for me, this is teaching in the moment. And if I lose, I lose. Versus the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Yes, definitely. What I would have done right here is, oh, wrong one. What I've done right here, I would have entered right here, guys, because look, it took the liquidity. Look at this, all this liquidity right here. This is really, well, what about this liquidity over here? It's over here. But to me, like, I don't do this type of one mentorship and trading and everything else, because there could have been like some liquidity down here and then further down. Why did it come for this? Because it only came for this, and then it decided to change. Yes, guess what it did? It broke the level. This is what I do. I don't do, this is where we would have entered, guys. If you would have entered here, you would have made all this money. It came for the liquidity. Oh, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't, trading in hindsight is easy. It takes zero skill, in my opinion. This right here, and we lose. Nothing wrong with losing. We lose. Okay, I thought it was gonna come down. It started breaking the lows. I thought maybe time was to reverse, and it didn't. So, that's me punching you in the shoulder. I love you, dude. I love you to death. But for me, I don't like excuses. I like reasons. I'll give you a see here. Judgy says you got people taking care of you for just. I've got people taking. Oh, good man. Okay, going down the list. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So for me, I don't like cocky people, arrogant people, people that say I know it all, because nobody knows. You can have divergence. You can have indicators. Like anything can happen. Like the divergence, the indicators. Just everything, moving averages, point of controls, value area highs, lows, like all those are areas where the price might go to. Doesn't mean that it will. Might. But nobody knows what's gonna happen. If they did, they would be a millionaire from their trading alone, not from their group. Everybody who has a group is a millionaire or will become a millionaire. And that's why I say, with me, when I start making good money with all the members that I have, I'm going to be, because I don't need this stuff. I'm happy with living the way I live. Now, granted, would I like to eat steak a little bit more often? Sure. But what I'm going to be doing for the VIP members, the ones who have been with me the longest, they're going to have more entries in like a drawing. And I'm going to be giving back for, all the money that I'm getting monthly, because we, as a YouTube creator, content creator, all these monthly services or fees that y'all are paying, we make money. Now, granted, the money I'm making is just to literally survive, really. That's all I'm making. I'm not making like a whole bunch, like, oh yeah, here's for you. Here. No, just to survive. But when I do start making an abundance of money, and I tell people all the time, save this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be giving back first to the people who've been with me the longest. Then my VIP members, then the YouTube members, and then YouTube audience. And you're going to see this is not just me saying, oh, I promise you. No, I will. I wasn't going to say on somebody's life, but on mine. Like, this is what I'm going to do. Because I don't have any heirs. I don't have anybody to give it to. And I might give some away, some certain people or whatever. That's what I'm gonna do. Can't take it with me. That's for sure. All right. Let's see here. Okay, on the list. Okay. Oh my god. All right, I'm catching up to the chat, man. I'm still 2 minutes behind. Okay. Very nice. See here. Prayers your way, buddy. Prayers your way, Jesse. Okay, here. Yes. BC Borgorb says you just need some Discord education. I do. I had a Discord before. I had a group in Discord, and my buddy was running it. And then the company got dissolved, and he didn't give me any tips or tricks. I had to find stuff out, like who paid, who did lifetime memberships, contact man. It was a mess. But yeah, let's see here. The long Bitcoin at 3:30 this morning, about to hit. Take profit. Very nice. Yeah, so here we just hit our first target on our entry from yesterday, which was good. Is Joe still talking? Yeah, man. I'll do here. And sometimes we just enter them faster than we should. And I've done that too, where I'll enter a trade, and then just because it looks good and I'm excited, I wouldn't say really FOMO. I have my thought process. Oh, it could do this. And I went to the trade, and then I look at it like, oh crap. For example, I'll look at it at the 1 hour, and it'll be looking good. Then when I enter a trade, I go in the 3 hour or the 3 minute, and the 3 minute is way above the 9 SMA and my VWAP. Like, oh crap. I'll enter some here, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna come down before hopefully continuing my thing. So I've done that too. Here. We'll break it down during my stream tonight. Oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, and that's one thing I love. Like Lunar Beaches, and I even told him this last night. I said, dude, I love watching other streamers. I love seeing the thought process that goes behind a trade. Because for me, it's one thing just to say, oh, enter here, exit here. Why? What do you see? Like, for me, I wouldn't enter here, but like, what are you looking at? And Lunar Beaches, like, he'll explain stuff. Same thing with pretty much everybody I've recommended. They'll explain stuff. Let's see here. Going 35 minutes from now. Yeah. I'm looking at the time. I was like, man, can I stretch it for another 35 minutes? So I'm caught up with the chat. All right. Moving on. Let's see here. Oh. This one, Ample. This one was given to us the other day. And the very next day, or the very same day, it went up 17% from what we're saying that it really needs to bounce. This is the area it needs to bounce. Could it do another lower high? Sure. Once it breaks below this, forget it. Like, and this is what I'm referring to here. If it breaks this, it could just come down and bloop, continues this. All right. So let us look at, what's this? Okay. One of my admins. Oh, I didn't even know about this. One of my admins, he says, right now, market's looking good. Check, according to Total 3 ESBTC. Oh, that's Total 3 excluding Bitcoin, ETH, and stablecoin. I did not even know that. So here's the ticker, guys. Total 3 ESBTC. So it's the ratio total market cap excluding, so not including, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoins. okay, I know this. But yesterday, he posted, he's like, hey guys, I'm driving right now, but you know, right now it's looking bullish. Right now it's looking bullish for this ticker. And I posted like literally a minute later, I posted this chart. Like I said, I'm here, guys. Like I'm looking at my group, I'm looking at the coins, and I saw that pop up. It's like, okay, like, did he mean and Bitcoin? Like total 3 and? Like, did he misspell that? So I put this in, I was like, oh wow. So and this is what we're looking at. Here's a level, boom. Here's another level, boom. Joe, you're doing levels. You caught me. So for me, oops. So for me, I would like to see it above this zone. If it comes back down, fine. Bounce here though, come up. That's all I like. All right, moving on. But I do like that one. Let us look at, let's go to Bitcoin. I mean, not Bitcoin. Let's try this one. Let's see here. Any coins, guys, let me know. If not, that's fine. Here. Here, that was me. LOL. I saw the bounce of New York Open after I entered and was like, oh well, let's see what happens. Yeah. Sometimes that happens, man. I've done that. No doubt. Like I'll enter the trade, or and maybe I'll go to smaller time frames or whatever. I was like, but it'll probably come down. So let me just put a lower in. That's right. Here. Joe has the best sound. Thanks for calling me out, Joe. Always looking for ways to improve. Yeah. So, and for me, I'm the person who does not talk behind your back. I won't do it. So if you ever hear something about anybody, just know that I've told them to their face. Now, the only one I haven't told them to their face is the scammy cup and handy guy. But if I do meet him, which hopefully I will, I'll let him know. And I know he won't like me, and I know all his minions won't like me because I'm calling him out for who he is. He is a scammy cup and handy guy. He preys on the weak. He preys on just having an echo chamber. And he loses a lot, guys, a lot. I lose too. No doubt, no, man, I lose. But I don't claim to be this person who, you know, see guys, you know, I've been in the market for a long time. I can see what's going to happen before it happens. And I have this skill and gift and blah, blah, and join my group. And everybody, all his freaking monkeys are, you know, hooting and hollering how great he is. But it's like, oh, you're only saying that because if you say something against him, he'll ban you. So yeah, so for me, if I have something to say, I'll say it to you. That's right. So yeah, no problem, LBC. Like I said, man, it's nothing but love. Nothing but love. Yeah. That's all he's got, man. And I see so many people that I know that are in there hyping him up. Oh man, you're the best. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, man. I want to say something derogatory, but out of respect for the people who do follow him, I won't. But man, these people, and I don't know if they're doing it because they're so immature in their learning, they're so new to their learning that they can't see it. And if that's the case, it's okay. They'll see it one day, hopefully. Or if they are so blindsided by the potential of networking with other people due to his connection. If it's the blindsidedness, man, karma will get you because you know he's wrong and you're still promoting him. But if it's the first one, you just don't know, you'll learn. It may take you a while. You'll learn. Here. Yep, big time. The scammy cup in hand. Yep, very true. I have a song about that too. The scammy cup in handy. in honor, we'll play that one today. The Scammy Cup in Handy. All right, so let's check out TRMP. This is Trump Punk, but that's not. Yours is Trump Pow. So let's go over here. This one. And let us do my favorites, coin market cap. So let's go. Here, let's type in TRMP. Nope, it's not available yet. No luck. I am hungry. Man, I had food delivered right before DCM show, literally right before. And so I'm doing stuff, and that's what stopped me. You know, I'm doing stuff, so my food gets delivered. Well, it's more my groceries, but on there I have a rotisserie chicken. And oh, I love rotisserie chicken. So, you know, I'm doing my stuff, and then they drop off the food. It's like, oh, cool, let me eat. And I go and I look at the time, it's like 11. It's like, holy crap. And it's like, my camera's not on. It's like, oh, let me fix this. And so I'm telling CCM, and man, so I've been hungry for about 3 hours. My food's there waiting for me. Road Dog says, yeah, I saw him yesterday. I watched him yesterday for like 5 minutes, and he was saying, yeah, he's there's that yearly thing again. So he's begging for votes again. Yeah. And then I don't know if they give him a belt, but man, he was like, he loves that belt. In my opinion, like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting his name. The one with the glasses, the one that's really cool, Tom Crown. Tom Crown, in my opinion, does way better. Is that even a phrase? His TA outshines the Scammy Cup and Handy TA by 1,000,000%. And he's not trying to shill you anything. He's showing you stuff. So, in my opinion, Tom Crown takes the cake by far. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Right. Man, I don't know if I can do another 20 minutes. Yeah. Let's see here. Yes, big time. Yep, big time. And I've referred to him as that before too. And with him, you know, he's in shape. You know, he's not fat. He's not short, fat. You know, smoking a cigar. He's nothing like that. And me, I would still buy a car from him, knowing how he is. That's how good he is. He's very personable. And that's a salesman right there. Very personable. I don't think I can do 20 minutes, guys. I'm really, really hungry. Let's see here. I don't think I have anything else. But, let's see here. That blown BitNewX account got secretly refunded back to 2,500. So we can just ignore all the, yeah. And that's what he does too. He revenge trades. And what we gotta do, we just gotta wait. We gotta wait for setup. That's why we set our alert. Jasmine was one that we were looking for a short. This was in the group. We were looking for a short price. And let me just walk you through this. So here we broke this really nice level. Here we broke this level, and because we broke this level and Bitcoin wasn't looking so hot at the moment, we did a white circle, so this is a safer entry. We entered the trade, plus there was bullish divergence, and I had pointed this out on the call out. Here I deleted just to make it look cleaner when we move this up. But there was bullish divergence, so I was expecting price to come up. I don't remember if the bullish divergence was on the one, so for, I guess on the 4 hour. And I always look at the histogram. So this is higher than this, but this was higher than this. So this was showing bullish divergence. And I was saying that, you know, enter here, and we may come up due to the bullish divergence, but also due to this coming down. Now the highest that I want to see is up to here, up to this level. For one, it's about 50%, plus it's this level. But I'm hoping for here between this like zone for us to find a reversal. Price went up right when it got here. I was like, nope, I'm not liking it. Then it came even closer. I'm really not liking it. And here's where we have to swallow our pride and say, okay, I was thinking it was going to go down. Yes, I did see the bullish divergence. And yes, I do see that it just came down a lot. So I would expect it to go up and then break this zone or this level. And it just went up. So here is when we reduced our stop loss. Price was here. We moved it down really, really tight. And, you know, and the reason for this is because, and I even put it in, so here, let me see. This one is, okay, perfect. This is the top. So this is from the original post. You know, it's a 2x, or it's a 1 to 2x short, you know, nothing crazy. But I mentioned on the original post, if Bitcoin re-enters the bullish zone, and I'm always talking about this zone being bullish, where if we re-enter this zone, then that's our bullish zone. So let's go back to, dang it. Oh wait, I was doing jet. Here we go. If we re-enter above the orange trend line, then very high chance that we're gonna get stopped out. Very high. And then here's an update. Move the stop loss to here. Update. Bitcoin moving, alts moving, stopped out. Looks like alts are bouncing at the moment. Alts are following Bitcoin at the moment. So again, this is just thought process. And this is why, hey, it's okay if we get stopped out, guys. I would rather take a small loss rather than a larger loss, just to kind of hold my pride and be, maybe it'll reverse, maybe. No, it just gets stopped out. You know, we're gonna lose. And here is a loss. This is the loss we did yesterday. So again, what I do on this channel is I talk about wins and I talk about losses. To me, losses are more important. For one, it makes you feel okay if you're losing, because all you hear on YouTube, especially people trying to sell you something, oh, we won this one and look at our gains and join my group and you would learn how to do this if only you knew the secret sauce. Here's it and I'm saying secret sauce, that's just because I watch Frankie Candles, but I'm not talking about Frankie Candles, so please don't get that confused. Here's my secret recipe, or here's how I know what's gonna happen. You gotta join my course. They're selling you. What I do is I let you know, hey, you know, we lost. And now you're like, oh man, okay, well I lost too. So I don't feel so bad because I see everybody posting all their wins. Very rarely do people post losses. I talk about them. Usually at the beginning of the show. I forgot about this one. Usually at the beginning of the show. Right now we were in two. Oh, we actually entered 4 coins yesterday. Ooh, we entered 4 yesterday. We'll see how they do. Oh my gosh, Dutchy. It starts at 20 minutes. See here. I guess I can wait. I'm so starving though. Oh my gosh, am I starving? See here. See here. Road Dog says, Ty Guy, just add more money to his accounts to hide the losses. I've tracked them for a while. He was hitting hard this past 2. Yeah, he was hit hard. Yeah. And that's what you do, like when you're always bullish, or when you trade on a very small time frame on, you know, oh, it crossed the 200 SMA, time to long. No, that's adding to your other thought process. You can't use that only because can you win eventually? Sure. But I mean, you can go up and down, especially on a 1 minute. Good Lord. Yeah. Yes. Ooh. Very, very true. Thank you, Jesse, for putting BC Port Corp on there. Really appreciate that. And that's where we're going to be heading in 15 minutes, guys. 15 minutes. We're going to be heading over there. But one thing that I do want to point out is it's okay to be wrong. It's okay. Here, I'm thinking, you know, it's going to come down because, so I give reasons. I don't give any excuses. We talked about that earlier. I give reasons for why I think it's going to come down. Market, Bitcoin, level, this other level. You know, I'm thinking it's going to come down. But then Bitcoin reversed. And because Bitcoin reversed, okay, well, we're going to get stopped out. So we get stopped out. And the reason, not the excuse, but the reason, well, Bitcoin started going up again and it's taking up the market. So that's why we got stopped out. No other reason. If Bitcoin would have continued being going down or losing levels, this would have continued more than likely to do the same. But since they reversed, well, this is reversed. Could we leave our stop loss here and maybe give it a chance? Sure, we could have. But in my opinion, Bitcoin started looking pretty bullish yesterday when we were looking at it on the show, and we were saying right when it was, where was it? I think it was about here. The show. It's like, nope. For this, I would have liked to have seen it come down here, but it went higher. It went into the danger zone. Let me just do it. Hanging tool. Go from the high to the low. So here, danger zone is past the 618. So right now we're just inversing it. We're just going the opposite way. So here, this is the danger zone. This is a possible reversal. Doesn't mean that it has to go up from coming down. This just means that it's higher likely that it might. For me, what I want to see from this run up, I want to see a retracement here. If not, maybe in here. Once it breaks above this level right here, then it's like, oh crap. We're in the danger zone. Tom Cruise, where instead of crashing and burning, going to the downside, now he's taking off. He's doing Mach 10, Mach 11, Mach 12. You know, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The latest one, anyway. And sure enough, breaks out of the 786, and here was another chance for it to come down and then make a lower high, lose the level, and potentially start doing lower highs, lower lows. Nope. Came up. Support, and then broke the level. Boom. That's why we moved that stop loss. Flea Virus says, thanks for the company. Not a problem. I got 10 minutes. I tell you what, no BC stream. What? I thought BC was streaming in 20 minutes. Is BC Pork Corp still in here? Somebody reach out to him. Yeah, Tom is solid. Yeah, Tom's a solid dude. He's given me shout outs before. He's given me shout outs many times. Now, granted, I haven't been watching his show lately because I never know who's on and who's not. And I'm always doing things. But I think the last time he gave me a shout out was maybe a few weeks ago. Cool dude. Cool dude. Really like the guy. Really like the guy. Drink a lot of water. Yeah. Overtime will help when you get. Here, on the list. Okay, Road Dog says, funny how they ask, who traded with me when things are good, but also say, never copy trade a tuber when things turn south. Yep. Who took this trade with me? Yep. Very true. I see that a lot with some people that I respect and some people that I definitely don't. But I see that a lot where they're just talking out loud. You know, they're like, yeah, you know, right now we're making lower lows, lower highs. However, we're making higher lows. You know, we're making lower highs, we're making higher lows. You know, we have this, you could consider this maybe a bull pennant or whatever BS. And so this one could go up here and then boom, it starts moving. And they're like, who took that trade, guys? Who took that trade? Who took that trade? Put a one in the chat. Let me know if you took that trade because it went up 14%. We were just talking about, they never give a call out. For me, whenever I do a call out, I will say, this looks good. I'm entering right now. This is my entry. Here's my stop loss. And here's my target. But here I would enter. And then I enter the trade. I'm literally telling you what I think's gonna happen, and then I do what I think might happen. I don't know. It could come down and break these levels, and boom, I'm out. Oh well. But this is what I do. I never. And there's a lot of people who, and a lot, and people. Some of them I like. They'll do that. Look, guys, right here we have a liquidity zone area. Blah blah blah, and this and that. You know, what we're going to do is we're going to wait for it for right here. You know, we're looking for it right here. And the price comes down and then boop, it goes up. And then this whole time they're saying that it could bounce, you know, anywhere in here, could bounce. And then it starts moving. Who went to the trade, guys? Who went to the, put a one in the chat. Who went to the trade? No. Like what you're doing, you teach them. It's coming down. Okay. Now it's coming up. Okay, maybe coming down, and then it breaks this level, enter the trade. This is what you teach so that they know we buy when it breaks this level. Didn't break, nothing. Okay, now we buy when it breaks this level. Didn't break, nothing. Okay, we buy when it breaks this level. Nope, because this level is really close. We buy when it breaks this level. Then it comes down, we buy when it breaks this level. Boom, we're in the trade. Boom, that's it. That is lit. That's my course, guys. That is my course right there. Now, could it go up and then come down? Sure. That's where we get stopped out. And now we're looking for to come down. You know, and this is scalping. This is scalping 101 for me anyway. And these scalps could potentially lead to a higher time frame. But yeah, man, they say that so many times. Who entered the trade, guys? Who got in the trade? Or when they get out, let's say price is going up and they actually enter the trade. Let's say they for this they draw something like this crap and they enter here, but then more than likely they would have panic sold right here. No, they would have just look, guys, this is still good. And they would have done. Then now they would have done this. but they entered here though, because it broke this. Then it goes and it goes here and it moves up really good and it starts coming down and they sell. They sell right here. Then it comes, who sold, guys? Who sold with me? Who making profit? Who, even though his target is way up here. Who's making profit? Who's making profit? And, you know, I told you guys, you know, like, you don't have to, well, he never said that, but, you know, who else made profit? And then it goes up and it's making him more money. Now he's doing the woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Oh man, you know, if I would have still been in the trade, I would have been, you know, up so many hundreds of dollars. But you know, I got out. You know, I took profit. You know, $50, $75. I was risking 300. You know, but I made $35 or $75. But here, you know, I would have been making a whole bunch more. Who's still in the trade, guys? Let me know who is still in the trade. I show you how to trade this stuff. If you're so confident, why don't you stay in? That's the question. You know. 7 more minutes. Oh yeah. So what I do is I show you in the moment. That's very important. And for me, that is crucial to know how to trade in the moment versus, look guys, we had a triple bottom and this is when you want to enter. No, because it could have easily, boom, come down. Now, when the market is good, will we be entering on these lows? You better believe it. So what I do is I show you how to trade in the segment that we're in for the market. Beginning, middle, end. I don't say, you know, entering here, man, this is a great entry. Great, just absolutely. Would I enter here? No. Why? Because you know what happened, Joe? No. Because I don't. So what people do is they'll go from here to here and they'll say, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put an entry here. And then we'll do blue. And then I'm going to do an entry here. 382, 382, 0.5, and maybe even one in the golden pocket. So here are my entries. So because those are my entries, price is way up here. Price comes down, hits this one. Great, I'm in the trade. Comes down even further. Great, I'm in the trade. Comes up, all right, I'm in profit. You know, look at me, blah, blah, blah. Comes down, and then instead of doing what it did, maybe it does this. Boop, it gets stopped out. When we're in a bullish market and everything is going great, yes, we will be doing this type of trading, but right now we can't because Bitcoin is literally chopping us up to bits. So again, you know, when it comes to trading, like you have to, in my opinion, trade with what the market's giving you. Let's see here. Jesse, appreciate you, man. You're the best. We got 5 minutes, so we're gonna be, I'm surprised I did this so long, but I have the gift of gab. The gift of gab. Just sell when price is too far from the moving average. That is, what is too far? In other words, yes, yeah. And then what time frame? Even switch to a higher time frame to find resistance. MA is better advice than when, yes. I agree. And then not only that, but here's a great thing. So let's do this, double click here. That way it goes into place. Let's go to the moving averages, and my yellow is my 200, but like even with the moving average, let's see here. Like how far is too far away? Like this is far away. Sell it now, but look, it kept on going up. You know, same thing on a 4 hour and 1 hour. Like how far is too far away? It's all, you know, here it's going and it moved far away. Should I sell it? But then look what else it did. Kept on going up. So yeah, there's a lot of things. But let's jam out to the scammy cup and handy, and then we're gonna go to BC Port Corp right after the song. Maybe even before the song finishes. So I do thank you guys very much. If you haven't already, smashed a like. I greatly appreciate you. What I do on this channel is I show you how to trade in the moment versus after the fact. For me, that's crucial to make money versus begging you for money, saying, learn how to join or learn how to trade by joining my group. So I show you actually how to trade. All right, that's all I got, guys. I do thank you so much. We'll see you in the next video. Let's do the scammy cup and handy. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Bingo, bango.
Yo, they selling dreams but never back it up. Talk a big game but never stack it up. If you ask the wrong question, they acting all tense. Cause deep down, they know they lack common sense. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
And just to give you a heads up, I'm getting BC Pork Corp's link ready. So we get forwarded over there. What is it? Let me just do it.
Asking real questions, watch them get mad. Talking circles when they don't understand. Tricking new traders with hype and some lies. Showing rented cars, flexing fake lifestyles. Fake gurus won't teach you, gotta pay to play. Acting like pros, but they trading in replay. Don't ask questions, they dodge and deflect. Cause it might just expose what they don't know yet. Echo chambers, just hype and noise. Tricking new traders with rented toys. Trade intuition keeps it real, no flex, just facts. Trade intuition, put the truth on the track. They promise riches, they promise gold. But where's the proof? They never showed. Just a flashy site, a paid group. Same old scam, man. You know the name that rhymes with scam. They don't.
I love that part. You know the name that rhymes with scam. Here we go, guys. Let's go to BC Pork Corp. Make sure to put Trade Intuition Raid, TI Raid. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.